So I've been saying for a while that like I'm kind of waiting to see Faye not like maybe not wrap up their story. I'm waiting for it to kind of come to a more complete feeling climax. Because like they've been like almost teasing the Allfather for a long time. Not directly. It's maybe even a little inaccurate to say they've been teasing him for a long time. They teased him like 2 or 3 times in like 10 years, 8 years, whatever. But yeah, I've been waiting for a while to see them kind of bring the story to a more intense feeling climax that kind of maybe brings in characters from the other books, or maybe it emphasizes the Asker trio in some way. My unrealistic wish is that they'll mix up the annual formula in some way. My slightly more realistic hope is that the book 9 story will just look promising and that it will kind of maybe like not necessarily wrap everything up. I don't need that. Maybe just set up for the next book, which will wrap up everything, kind of. It's time. What continent is that in the middle?
So sit back, relax.
Is that Tellius? I can never tell, I'll be honest.
It's time for
I think Tellius has more little islands to the south.
Let's get started.
That's the sound of a new light mythic, if I ever heard one. Oh shit! Aren't crows like an Odin thing? Are we actually getting the Allfather now? Bold of you. Wait, is this a boy? I don't know. I was gonna say bold of you to assume it's a boy, but maybe it actually is. I feel like if you asked an AI to make an anime waifu swords lady, I think it might come up with this. She's even got heterochromia. Okay, not gonna lie, I actually think we might be getting what I said I wanted. In terms of the story, ramping a one-winged angel, Loki. Oh my god, we got an actual dude. That's crazy.
Hey, what's that stone tablet he's guarding so carefully?
Is he a colorless light mythic? Is he a gray tome?
All sorts of strange writing on that tablet.
That's the biggest twist of all time. You know what? I'm satisfied. This is a good Feh Channel.
He seems quite clever, doesn't he?
That's already a crazy mix-up that I never would have expected. That would not have been on my bingo card. I can't believe we're actually getting things that lead to the Allfather.
This is Hother, the Dusk Shadow God. What was their crime?
I like the key art for the book too.
Loki looking down at them?
Did they?
What a frightening smile.
Loki doesn't usually look like that, right?
Book 9 begins when
One thing, I'm gonna pause for this. I am significantly thrown off by the music in the trailer. I feel like every other book trailer so far has had like a more definitive vibe that it's going for with the music, but with this one, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what they're going for with this music this time.
there are two
Oh shit, that's it!
interesting questions. I don't think I'm going to be able to
The
sleep.
actual dang-ass
I'm counting on
Allfather.
the Order of
right?
Heroes to work together and save the day. Also,
I also like,
complete
this is an interesting looking background here. It's just a cool looking area.
Chapter 1 of Book 9 on normal difficulty.
It's
Mythic
blurry
Hero
right now,
Rune
but
will join your
he is a
band at
mythic hero.
5-star rarity. Rune
And he's
is
a light
a
mythic.
mythic
He's got, oh, he's like a attack and res boy, okay.
hero. Under
I
certain
might
conditions,
dump
Rune
my
and
orbs on
nearby
this
allies
small
are
child.
granted Empathy, which increases all stats during combat.
I wish he'd keep his
He can
shoes on
also
though,
make
that's
it
kind of
so he
weird.
can warp next to other allies. We'll also be holding a few events
Is this
to
the map
celebrate
theme?
the release of Book
This sounds
9.
cool.
Here's an overview of what's to come. A celebratory login bonus. Log in for 10 days while it's active, and you can earn the reward.
This goes
shown
really
here.
hard. Big fan.
Celebratory
Alright, they got me
quests.
back.
You can clear quests.
3
to
orbs!
beat
Oh, let's go!
Look
Nice.
at all those 9s. You
Yeah, look at all those 9s in 1-3.
Because it's book 9.
I mean, you may as well just give out like 900 grails at this point. Who even cares?
And structures themed on book 9. Whoa!
I like the theming of book 9 so far. Probably more than the theming of book 8. Oh, they haven't changed it yet. Okay, I was gonna say, what am I looking at here? Celestial Castle? That's cool. So Sacred Stones, guys? Isn't that where we're at, right? Is that Sacred Stones? Alright, so we're about to see silhouettes. Before we even see the silhouettes, what characters are we thinking we're gonna get from Sacred Stones? We're still missing Franz, right? And Mulder. Magville. I think we're getting Mulder. I think it's time. He's waited long enough. He's ready to attack. Could be Tellius. I think Tellius has more than one island to the south is the thing.
New heroes are joining us from the Fire Emblem, the Blaze.
We were all wrong. It's impressive. Alright. Blazing Blade. Who are these people? Is that Athos? It's impressive how wrong we were. I think it's Athos. Veda? Oh, yeah, you're right about Veda for sure. That's probably the GHB, right? I forgot about Veda, but that makes sense. She was the only, like, lady missing from FE7. Looks like we got a lot of dudes here. Probably a Hector roll is what we're looking at if we're being real. Did they make Armad smaller so that you can make out Hector's hair on the silhouette? Hector and Ulthar. Who's the lady on the left? That's one that I cannot place personally.
Blade game. Let's meet them now.
Oh, Oswin makes sense.
The young
Crazy.
Of Ostia and Hector's older brother.
His axe looks so tame. He's just got a normal looking poleaxe as opposed to Armad's. Ulthar is a great choice. I'm glad we got him instead of just like another actor. Oswin looks good.
Next is Oswin.
Wait a minute. This banner's gonna have a bunch of dudes on it. That's unprecedented too. We're gonna have the boy on it too. Oswin's dope. Oh, also.
Always rush to his aid, even when I am a feeble old man.
This feels cursed somehow. Oh no. Hector with a sword.
Next up is a tuned hero Hector.
It just doesn't look right. It's like a mix between Durandal and Armad's. His special quote, "For Elliewood," he screams it. Did you hear that?
His foes in two with one swipe of his blade.
So this doesn't appear to be a GHB actually.
A wyvern rider of burn. She's quick to get into
maybe a
fights,
banner unit.
but her friends love how well she looks out for them.
It makes sense if she's the only lady left from FE7. Oh. Okay. The non-localized jump scare. So is this banner gonna have a rearmed hero, an attuned hero, and a mythic hero?
Always takes on the most dangerous
And Oswin?
jobs. Aren't those bracelets she's wearing just gorgeous?
Leela is kind of an odd choice. It's like they already did Nino.
And Rune, the mythic hero we met earlier. All appear in
Oh.
the Book 9 Rune and More New Heroes summoning event. Oswin will join your
Okay.
barracks if you clear quests.
Oh, and Veda is a GHB?
Vida will
Yeah,
be your
okay, that's cool.
ally if you clear her grand hero battle.
I'm the GHB purist.
It makes me so happy to see Uther and Oswin.
Well,
once
Uther
trying
was
to
a cool
rein in Hector
choice.
here in Asker. Okay, the last big news.
Oh, is it a Leela and Rune color share? You know what annoys me? Leela appeared to be a dagger rearmed hero. It's like we just got Soth not that long ago.
What's happening in the December update, and the number of skill points you get from merging heroes is going up tenfold.
Okay, I was gonna say, why would you even bother mentioning this? But if they're gonna increase it tenfold, that makes it more noteworthy.
1,200 more skill points, it'll be easier to learn new skills.
Yeah, I'm down, whatever.
A hero can arrive in the middle of a battle as a reinforcement.
Why?
First, make sure Rune is on your team so you can use Calling Circle.
Oh, fuck that. Okay. That's annoying. So it's like when they added the
You can
extra
see who appears from
the extra
magic
slot to your
symbols.
offense team.
It looks
But it might
I
not make
placed
that
calling
much of a
circle O in
difference.
my raiding party's structures. Now, I'm going to give it a try in
So you can just
battle.
bring, instead of 6 units, you can bring 7 now?
Wow, my opponent is pretty good. But if I can make it through to the next turn,
Then Felix will come and just win the game for me, like he always does.
Felix is here.
What a great unit to
Hero
demo
who
this
appears
with.
from a calling because Felix has the lone wolf effect. He can act a total of 4 times. What power!
Okay.
I did it! I staged a complete comeback.
I mean,
thanks
you're
to you,
usually still better off just beating the enemy team,
Calling
like,
circles
immediately,
can only
though.
be used once a season.
Well, I guess there's only... They don't have to do one
Heroes
for
with
Astra, too.
visibility are
Oh,
scheduled to
okay.
be added in future
Dark and...
updates.
Wait, reinforcements for defense? Reinforcements for defense? Why?
Calling circle
Nobody
O
wants
will be
that.
added after this. That's all for today.
Is that really all for today?
The story is charging its way into Book 9.
Well, there's some good, some bad. Big fan. Yeah, big fan of what the story is looking like right now. I was just saying, you know, if they could ramp up to like something cool going on with the Allfather, that's kind of what I'm looking for. And this appears to be that. Mythic Loki is here, and she's actually like relevant to the story, maybe for the first time ever. The map theme sounded really good. I like the key art for the book too. So you know, there's the new book looks good. I'm down. Down for the new book. The Sword Lady hasn't quite grown on me yet, but whatever. The fact that we have a male freebie in this book for the first time ever is crazy. Never would have guessed that in a million years. He's a colorless tome. He can't keep his shoes on, which is upsetting to me. Yeah, I guess I'll be pulling on this banner just to get more runes. To this day, I still don't have a merged light mythic. Save my words for Emblem heroes. Those rings are strong. They are very strong. It's not a bad thing to be saving for, honestly. Meanwhile, I don't have any emblems, so that's what I should be saving for, maybe. The rewards are whatever. I don't think we overly care about those. I'll take more rewards. You know what? Give them to me. I'm happy about them. New structures look cool. The whole aesthetic and the music for Book 9 overall look pretty good to me. Well, we can listen to the music here a little bit.
To come. A celebratory login bonus.
It reminds me of
Log
in
for
Disgaea,
10 days while it's active,
in the final
and you
chapter,
can
when you
earn
go
the
to like
reward shown
the
here.
heaven area. It's like the style of music kind of
Celebratory
changes
quests.
suddenly, and it reminds me
You
of
can
this.
clear
New castle design looks cool. So everything so far, like halfway through the Feh Channel, we're looking pretty good. The new banner, also pretty good. I like direct emotes, so Oswin is cool. I just hope that when we eventually get Braum, he's not a direct emote, and he's like just a super beefed up near save tank. Yeah, there's so many limited heroes in this banner. So is he an attuned hero? Is that what Hector is?
To his aid, even when I am a feeble old man.
This Hector looks cursed to me.
Next up is a tuned
Yeah,
hero.
he's an attuned hero, okay. And he has DC Echo,
This time
I
he's
saw.
appearing in an
It's crazy. If anybody were to introduce that, it would be Hector. So it checks out. He's also, yeah, he's gonna be a popular unit for inheriting skills. The whales who do like skill inheritance chains are gonna be using Hector because he can give DC Echo, he can give near save twin or whatever it's called. He can give armored beacon. Uther's pretty cool. I mean, hey, this mobile game is going to be the only way you're ever going to get to play as characters like Uther, so you may as well add him. I'm down. He does seem decidedly weaker. I just looked at the battle forecast here. Is he a 4-star focus? Is Uther a 4-star focus? That's so weird. It kind of looks like it, right? Because his weapon's only giving him attack defense +5.
final.
We couldn't have an all dudes banner, so we had to have a rearmed hero Leela. It's like usually my reflex is to think of like other characters they could have done for the rearmed instead, because usually they pick someone like Erica. Is like, you know, there are other characters that people like from these games. Leela seems like a less offensive choice to me. I think Florinia would have been a little better. Oh wait, we already go, so never mind, sorry. So we already got Florinia, we already got Nino. I think those are like the only... Yeah, I mean, there's Matthew, but obviously they're not going to do Matthew. Come on. Let's get real. On a banner full of other... Oh, I guess the attuned hero could have been Matthew instead of Hector. That's a good point. I would have liked that, actually. So yeah, I'll be pulling on this banner for colorless. Yeah, the swap Kanto is pretty interesting. I don't know how much I'm going to spend on this.
Oswin will join your barracks
I might play it by ear. But it also raises the question of whether or not I should pull for Larother and Nidhogger. Or if I should save all my orbs for Rune.
It makes me...
And then we got updates and everything kind of got less exciting. More SP when you merge. And then we thought this was a new game mode, but it's not. Following heroes can be set in the reinforcement slot just like the special slot. Legendary heroes of the applicable season. So I don't think they affect score at least. Shit, like this is why we don't play AR, right, Sean? I mean, look, for what it's worth, like this doesn't appear to affect your score. And like most Aether Raid strategies involve winning on the first couple of turns. So I'm not convinced this is going to make that much of a difference in the meta. Do they spawn in on turn 1? So on turn 3, your new unit spawns in. I guess it's nice. It would be, yeah, I can think of a couple of applications for that. Like, you could have, like, Sather spawn in, and then she can do her, like, turn-ending shenanigans, so you can get pots more easily. You can just bring in some kind of debuffer. You can bring in a dancer, you know. People who are smarter than me and better at Aether Raids will come up with better ideas. It's not as big of a deal as the second generation Mythics, though, who let you bring in like a second slot for offense. Or I guess a sixth slot for offense. Yeah, like if I win like immediately, or I lose immediately. The reinforcement is usually, like I wouldn't expect it to be a factor. The fact they can take an extra action is kind of interesting, is like they spawn in, you're going to have them move 3 spaces maybe if they're Cavalier, and then they can just move again to go kill whoever. It's like you spawn in Emblem Sigurd and he can move across the whole map. Or you just spawn in Felix and he just wins for you. If you haven't won yet. In the grand scheme of things, this is not that offensive to me. It could have been much worse. It doesn't seem like it affects score, you know. Other Mythic heroes with this ability are planned for later updates, so I would think that includes Dark and Anima. Like it shows here. Yeah. So that sounds awful. It's like you're punished for not winning quickly enough. And then when they spawn in, do those units also get an extra action? Do I gotta worry about like a jump scare Felix coming in at the start of turn 3? Do they spawn in at the start of enemy phases? Oh no, hold on, this might be horrible. If at the start of turn 3, they just have a unit that spawns in that can move immediately. Like at the start of their turn. Like you can literally get jump scared by a Felix. And we're finally going to break our way into Asgarar. Wait, how'd you pronounce it? Asgarthur? Asgarthur. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the most exciting part of this to me, is that the story is actually kind of going somewhere. Cool. Where's Heimdall? See, I like how I only know who all these people are because I watched a God of War playthrough. God of War Ragnarok. The next book, I'm guessing, is Ragnarok, right? Book 10? It's happening? Yeah, should be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. Thanks for hanging out, Namorat, Mr. Vol. Appreciate you. I'm glad we're keeping this annual tradition of doing a live react for the new books. Oh, so I got to do a summoning stream, like, tomorrow or something, right? Is it literally tomorrow? Is the banner going up tonight? Okay, well, either tomorrow or the day after, I'll be doing a summoning session on the new FE7 banner for Rune. So that'll be exciting.